You know Chianti, Carmela.
I do.
And you have feelings about it.
Well, sort of.
But what you really need to know is that the grape in Chianti is Sangiovese. You knew that.
True.
And Sangiovese is a grape that can make wines of incredibly varied styles. And guess what?
We found some.
Today, we found out that exact same thing. Mm-hmm. We tasted and reviewed 2 Italian wines made from Sangiovese, but not from Tuscany. And we can tell you that if your only experience with Sangiovese is Chianti, you don't know what you're missing.
Right.
These wines couldn't be more different, and, well, spoiler alert, both are delicious. Hello, fellow poor decision makers, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast. I'm Joe, your sommelier of reasonably priced wine, and this is my wife and my wine pairing partner in crime, Carmela.
Hi there.
And we are the Wine Pair.
Woo!
If you're new to our podcast, here is what we do. Every week we buy wines under $25 with our own money. We taste them and give you our brutally honest opinion on whether they're worth buying. And nobody pays us to review specific wines. We don't accept free bottles from wineries, and we're not afraid to call out a crappy wine when we taste one. Mm-hmm. And Decanter Magazine calls us fun, irreverent,
chatty,
and entertaining. So if that sounds like your vibe, welcome to our tribe of wine lovers.
Yes, sir.
And the name this week, Carmela, came from Ryan, a.k.a. RJ Fergie Cooks on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And he sent us a couple. And Timmy, who's been sending us a lot, his wife gave us a few more. So we've got lots of names.
We're set.
We're set. But if you have names for the tribe that you want to share, please send them to us. And if you've not been on the podcast yet, we'll ask you if you would like to be interviewed and become world famous.
Oh my God.
By being on the pod.
Poor decision makers.
Poor decision makers, that's right. Poor,
I mean, I like it. I like it. Poor, P-O-U-R.
And I like it too because people say poor like poor, and then you don't know which is which.
No, you do. Joe's just
it's
like...
poor.
Joe is like, the grammar police around here, and just the way you pronounce things, like the whole gamut, he will call you out on it. So yeah, whatever. It sounds weird. Poor, but he thinks that's how you say it. So there you go.
Okay, Carmela, this week we are on a version of an Italian wine adventure, and specifically, we are going to look into wines made from the Sangiovese grape that are not the ones most people know, and those are probably Chianti and Brunello di Montalcino. And as I always say, European wines can be confusing because they often refer to the place, like Chianti, but not the grape, which again, for Chianti and Brunello is Sangiovese.
True.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, there are a few other relatively well-known wines from Tuscany and Italy also made from Sangiovese, and a few notable ones are Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, which is a little confusing because in local dialect, the grape is actually called Prunello Gentile, just cause, as well as Rosso di Montalcino, which is made in the same region as Brunello, but is technically a different wine and is real good. But we're not here to talk about those wines, Carmela.
No, you said that we aren't.
No, we are here to talk about other wines made from Sangiovese that are not these wines and are not wines made in Tuscany, and here's why. First, Sangiovese is one of the most important grapes in Italy, but it is commonly very associated with Chianti, which has a pretty mixed reputation, like me. And second, it is the perfect example of how the same grape grown in different areas can taste very different, which is a similar story to what we covered last week when we were talking about Alsace Pinot Gris, which is a totally different wine than Italian Pinot Grigio, but is exactly, and I mean exactly, the same grape.
Oh my God.
So, it's like we're sticking to a theme, I guess.
I like it.
So let's talk a little bit more about Sangiovese in general. Now, believe it or not, Carmela, Sangiovese is among the top 15 most planted red grape varieties in the world.
Wow.
In the world.
Wow. Top 15.
Mm-hmm, and over 93% of it is grown in Italy. And of all the Sangiovese grown in Italy, just over 50% is grown in Tuscany. And to dig in a little deeper, nearly 80% of the total vineyard area in Tuscany is dedicated to Sangiovese. And that's a lot of math. That is a lot.
Oh my God. I mean, I couldn't even keep up with that.
I can't keep up. I don't even know what I just said.
You lost me.
I lost myself.
Was hoping I could read that. Do you have like a reader board?
No, but we have show notes, but I won't let you have them.
No, wait. I mean, I think maybe I'd absorb all this a lot better if I could see, read it over.
Will never happen.
Oh.
So there's a very good reason why Sangiovese is associated with Chianti and Brunello and Tuscany. But by the same token, nearly half of the Sangiovese grown in Italy is not grown in Tuscany. And 10% of the total vineyard area in Italy is dedicated to Sangiovese. So there is more to the story that we need to explore.
Oh my God, unpack it for me, please.
More to explore.
Wow.
So we'll talk a little bit about Sangiovese itself and some regions where it's grown outside of Tuscany and why we care about it in a little bit. But I did want to address something that we have mentioned before, and that is while Brunello is considered one of the great wines of the world, Chianti has more of a mixed reputation.
Well, it's out there too.
It's
People
out there.
know Chianti before Brunello for sure.
For sure. Now, some of the reasons for the mixed reputation is that for a while, winemakers and distributors in Italy decided to focus on quantity over quality and produced a lot of that kind of crappy Sangiovese in those wicker bottles. And those are actually called fiasco, actually the bottles themselves.
Goodness.
And in focusing on quantity, as what often happens, they started planting vines in some areas that were selected for their ability to produce a lot of grapes, but not for a lot of good grapes. And so that happened. And then, interestingly enough, previous DOC rules in Italy, and remember DOC and DOCG are the two significant wine designations in Italy. They're meant to signal wines that are from a specific area, made in a specific way and with a specific quality. Anyway, you see those little paper
on
labels.
the top of the bottle.
And those rules actually required in the past that Chianti be blended with 10% white wine, like Trebbiano, which actually diluted the wine and made it more acidic.
Oh, maybe more affordable too.
You know what? It's probably true. But in 1996, the rules were changed so that Chianti Classico could be made from 100% Sangiovese, and all Chianti wines, Classico or not, are now not required to use white wine grapes. And in fact, some areas can also include grapes like Cabernet Sauvignon in proportions up to 15% of the total.
So what did they notice from that?
I think that it became a richer wine, less acidic wine, a little
Did
more...
it become more expensive?
Probably yes. I think as the quality got better, because I don't, those cheap wicker basket fiasco bottles were pretty cheap.
Right.
And so now it's more
Pretty gross.
pretty gross.
I mean, because I was drinking back then. I was trying it.
No, you weren't.
Yes.
Did you?
No.
Did your dad ever bring those home?
Oh,
Maybe.
and not that wine, no. But we were trying wine here and there when we were kids. It was just kind of part of the deal.
Yeah, I just think if you went to like some crummy like Italian restaurant
Well,
or
we used to see it down
pizza
at Vince's.
place. Exactly, Vince's
See,
Pizza.
if you're from Seattle, you'll know Vince's Pizzeria down on Queen Anne Hill.
I'm telling you, Vince's was pretty good.
It was awesome, but the wine, I just remember it was I don't know if it was crap or not. I just remember seeing those wicker basket covered bottles.
And that was very common, and that's what gave the reputation.
That was wine.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, I wasn't really drinking it because I was probably 12.
Right. And you weren't drinking as much.
I was barely born. Was I even born?
I don't know, but you were not drinking nearly as much wine back then.
No.
Okay. Anyway, in Chianti today, Carmela.
Not as much. Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's much more common to find 100% Sangiovese wines. It's not uncommon at all. Now, I'll be totally honest. While I do like a lot of wines made from Sangiovese, namely Rosso di Montalcino and Brunello, among others, I am not really super crazy about Chianti, even Chianti Classico and Chianti Classico Riserva, because I can find them to be, like people say, kind of sharp and acidic. So a big part of why I wanted to explore Sangiovese from Italy, but outside of Tuscany today, is because I think the grape and the wine are misunderstood and deserves a better reputation. And again, because it can really show how the same grape grown in different areas and made from different winemakers can be so different, I thought, that's kind of a fun thing to do. I will also say Chianti is the classic case of a wine that is really meant to be paired with food.
For sure.
It's not really great for cocktailing.
No.
But it really does shine next to a pizza or pasta or something like that. And so I think that can give it its reputation as well. Because if you just take a swig, you're like, whoa, whoa, like the Fawns.
Whoa.
Well, no.
Hey.
Yeah. Or Keanu Reeves. Whoa.
I don't know.
But anyway, I'm digressing a lot. On that note, we have 2 Italian wines made from Sangiovese, but not from Tuscany. One from Umbria and one from Molise, a place you've probably never heard of, and maybe you've never heard of either of them. And so we're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
And we're going to see how these wines stack up to Chianti, and if either or both of them are worth your hard-earned money. But first,
you got to do our shameless plug.
that's right. So thank you for listening to us and supporting our show, and know that we buy all of the wine we taste and review every week so that we can give give you real and honest reviews. And if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to our podcast and leave us a nice 5-star rating and review. We don't mind, so we can grow listeners.
No, we don't mind. We don't mind a 5-star review.
I don't. I like it, in fact. We also love to hear from you. We always respond, so you can follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky and TikTok at The Wine Pair Podcast. You can contact us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. You can sign up for our email newsletter there. And you can always send me and Carmela a note at Joe, even though it's just Joe at thewinepairpodcast.com, and let us know wines you want us to review. Just, shoot the breeze.
Right, give it to us straight.
Why would you shoot the breeze?
Ooh.
No, you were going to say, give it to us straight.
No, that's all I'm saying. Like, we just want to hear about what is happening with
What's happening? It doesn't have to be wine. It can be about anything.
No.
How are your
I mean,
kids?
Joe's opened it up. He's like, come on, just
How are your
reach
dogs?
out.
Yeah. Dogs.
How are your dogs?
We want to know. And if anybody has a Yorkie, please get a hold of us.
Actually,
immediately.
we need to know. If you have a
need some information.
Yorkie, what do you think?
We're thinking about getting a Yorkie.
We'll see.
Okay. And as we do every week, we'll tell you someone we think you should recommend the Wine Pair podcast to, because the best way for us to grow listeners is when you tell your family and friends about us. And this week, we want you to recommend us to anyone who has a Yorkie or who is not crazy about...
Did you just come up with that
I
right
did.
now?
I'm so smart.
That wasn't on the script, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
But also anyone who's not crazy about Chianti and therefore thinks they are not crazy about Sangiovese, because we may have something here that will change their ever-loving minds.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, Carmela, I think it's time to find out just what the Sangiovese wine that is not from Tuscany is all about.
Okay.
Okay. As we mentioned earlier, while Sangiovese is Italy's most planted red grape varietal, about 50% of it is not grown in Tuscany. So in order, I'm giving... Now, Carmela, you got to memorize this, because there's going to be... Yes, there's going to be a quiz.
Wow.
In order from the most Sangiovese to the least Sangiovese grown in Italy by region, the regions are as follows. Tuscany, then Puglia.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, then Emilia-Romagna at 9%, Marche at 8.7%, Umbria, Campania, Basilicata, then Abruzzo.
Okay, you've lost me.
Then Lazio, then Sardinia, Calabria is next. Molise next, and then Liguria.
Okay.
All these, some of these regions we really like and love.
Yeah, beautiful areas.
Yeah, so, but out of the 20 regions in Italy, more than half of them grow Sangiovese.
Right, I was thinking you were going to give me like 4 or 5, and so then I stopped. I mean, in terms of like memorizing them.
Repeat them back.
No.
Come on, any of them.
Well, you said Tuscany, Puglia, Calabria, Liguria.
You did better than I expected. That's pretty good.
But those are the regions I know well.
Right, exactly.
I have more, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Now, Puglia coming in at number 2 was really interesting to me, mostly because Carmela's family in Puglia, we visited them. It was just a year ago that we went. And because the big red wine in Puglia is Primitivo, which is also known as Zinfandel in the U.S.
Right.
But 17% of the Sangiovese grown in Italy comes from Puglia.
Amazing.
But it makes up only about 10% of the total vineyard area in Puglia. And in Puglia, it's mostly used as a blending grape for wines like Primitivo.
Oh, nice.
Now, in Umbria, which is where one of the wines we are drinking comes from today, is number 5 on the list of Sangiovese producers in Italy, and it produces a little more than 4% of the Sangiovese grown in Italy, which doesn't sound like a lot, but Sangiovese accounts for more than 25% of the region's total vineyard area. So even though they don't grow a lot, it's a big piece of the pie in Umbria. So it's an important grape. Umbria, if you don't know, is known as the green heart of Italy because it's such an important agricultural area and is an area you might never visit.
Maybe not.
But 2 of the most famous cities in Umbria are Assisi.
Right, I've been.
San Francisco was born.
Assisi.
And Perugia.
Oh.
Yeah, which is famous for?
Ooh, Amanda Knox.
Oh, shit. I think that's good. Okay, and chocolate. Wow, we went there. Okay,
well,
back to you said it. I don't know. Back to the wine. Umbrium Sangiovese.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I wonder how many people that came to mind.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a Pacific Northwest thing, though.
It might be. She was from here.
I know. That's
I'm telling
fine.
the folks on the microphone.
I know you are. That's why it came out.
I know.
I mean, chocolate is one of my favorite things in all the world next to wine.
But you came up with Amanda Knox.
That first.
Oh, boy, we're in trouble. Okay, now,
shoot.
Again, back to the wine. Umbrian Sangiovese is gaining a good reputation, especially for its quality to price ratio, which can be a bargain, and it can be found in some of the region's more well-known wines like Torgiano Rosso Riserva, Montefalco Rosso, Colli Martani, and Todi. And so in Umbria, Sangiovese can make wines that have big tannins and tangy acidity and have red fruit flavors like raspberry and strawberry and leather. Because Sangiovese can be a rough wine, in that list of wines that I gave you, it's often blended with other grapes. Like in Torgiano Rosso Riserva, it only has to be 50 to 70% Sangiovese. Okay. So there's a considerable amount of the wine is made from other grapes to kind of blend it out, to balance it.
Sure.
The other region where we are drinking Sangiovese from is Molise, and only 0.4% of all the Sangiovese in Italy comes from that little area.
Oh, why did you choose that?
Well, it's because it was available.
Oh, so it's hard to find.
It was there. It was there at the wine store, so I picked it up.
Calling your name.
It said, "Hey, Joe, will you
Drink
pick me up?" Yeah, exactly. Again, it is most often used as a blending grape in Molise, particularly in wines made from the grape Montepulciano, which some of you know, and it makes up about 5% of all the vineyard area in Molise. But for a bit of background about Molise, it's really an area you may never visit. It is the second smallest region in Italy. It's one of the least crowded regions in Italy, and the most famous towns there are towns called Campobasso, Termoli, Isernia, and Agnone. You ever heard of them?
No.
That's my point.
Had you?
No. And in fact, Molise is known as Italy's last great frontier and is basically unspoiled by mass tourism, at least until Rick Steves gets his hands on it and ruins it like he has so many other places in Italy. But it's north of Puglia, east of Naples and Campania, and is on the Adriatic coast. And there's actually a running joke in Italy that the region doesn't exist.
Oh boy, it's so small.
It's so... And
you could miss it.
You could miss it or just maybe not visit.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're not trying hard, you just may miss it.
Now, along with, if you have a Yorkie, if you, your family, or somebody you know, or is from Molise, let us know, because we want to know. Now, back to wine in the region, the best-known appellation is Biferno, which typically is made from Montepulciano and Aglianico grapes. And you may also find white wines made from Falanghina there, which is a really wonderful white wine, and one we need to do an episode on, Carmela. So although it's present, Sangiovese is not a super well-known grape from the area, which is part of what makes it so intriguing to me, Carmela, because it's grown in a warmer climate than in Tuscany, and Molise Sangiovese, as a result, is known to be warm and fruit-forward and softer and more plush.
Got it.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see if the wine we have today fits that bill. One last note, they are starting to grow some Sangiovese outside of Italy, including in Argentina, California, the great state of Washington here, Oregon, Virginia, Arizona, and Texas, and other countries including Chile, Mexico, Canada, Australia, and Romania.
It's catching on.
Yeah, among many others. So we'll see what these wines are like, if they remind us of Chianti, if they are similar to each other. So let's do that.
Let's do it.
Let's find out a little bit more about the wines we've chosen for today. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Okay, as usual, the wines we have chosen for this episode are under $25, and they should be relatively easy to find because I bought them at a local wine shop here in Seattle called Esquin. Now, finding wines made from Sangiovese is going to be real easy because there's so much Chianti and Brunello and those kinds of things around. But I still think if you give a good look, you should be able to find wines from Italy and other places made from Sangiovese, especially if you find a wine shop with a good Italian wine selection. And as always, Carmela, what do?
You gotta just ask.
Go to your local wine shop and say, "Hey, buddy."
Right.
Or "Hey."
Hey, buddy. Not out of the gate.
Would you say "Hey, buddy" to a woman?
Sure.
Okay, hey,
I
buddy.
don't know.
Help me find a Sangiovese that's not
I
Chianti.
would.
Okay.
I'm just saying people might. Well, now it's a loaded question.
Well, it's kind of
Would you
loaded.
call a woman a buddy? I mean, yeah, I have pals. I like to call my friends pals.
But would you call them buddies?
I have to think about it.
This is a lot. Okay, we're getting back to the wine. The first wine we're going to drink is the 2022 Cantina Roccafiore Melograno. And this wine is designated an IGT, which is a lower designation than DOC or DOCG, but still, some of the finest wines in Italy are IGT. And it's just a less restrictive designation, and it still means that it's officially recognized in Italy, so don't get all fussed up about it.
Right, don't worry.
Don't worry about IGT.
Don't panic.
It doesn't mean
it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I was going to make something up, but I can't think of it on the fly, so let's keep going. This wine is from Umbria, and I couldn't find any professional ratings for it, but I can tell you that the wine is farmed sustainably and is organic.
Beautiful.
Which we like. The wine is made from 100% large berry Sangiovese, which technically means, that it's Sangiovese grosso, because grosso means big. No, not fat. You don't have to say fat. You don't have to go right to fat. You can say big.
Okay, big is a big grape. I don't understand a big grape.
Well, I'll tell you. It's the same grape that goes into Brunello, which is a bigger berry with thicker skin than regular old Sangiovese.
More flesh than, it's
kind of like me. Yeah, more flesh.
More
It's
than
bigger
skin?
No, it's just bigger. And the skin is thicker.
I want to see one.
Okay, we'll go looking.
Okay.
The vines were planted in 2004. I don't know why that's important, but I just said it. And the soil is white clay and limestone, which is good for water stress. And remember, winemakers like water stress on their grapes. And the grapes are handpicked, gently destemmed, and then undergoes a semi-carbonic maceration, which sounds dirty, but it is really not.
Only if you have your brain.
Exactly. Now, carbonic maceration is when winemakers put grapes in a sealed tank, pump in CO2, and then the grapes start to ferment from the inside, which is also said to lead to brighter flavors and less tannin. Semi-carbonic maceration is a variation on that technique often used in Beaujolais, where grapes are placed in a tank, and this is kind of interesting.
A holding tank.
They're just, I hit my elbow. They're sealed in there. And then the grapes at the bottom of the tank kind of get crushed naturally, and they start to ferment.
Why are we feeling like these are like living things? I mean, they are.
They were until they were picked and killed.
Now I'm feeling kind of sad about this.
Well, when they start to ferment, they release CO2, which starts carbonic maceration naturally.
I mean, is it a beautiful thing or like a terrible thing?
You know what? It's all about how you feel about maceration. Okay, it can be beautiful, it can be terrible. You just gotta open your mind.
Okay, keep
the
going.
winemaker for Roccafiore says that they do this technique in whole bunches for 6-7 days. It literally said 6-7. 6-7. It didn't say 6 or 7. It was 6/7. 6-7 days.
They're onto it.
They're way ahead.
Right.
The fermentation comes from wild yeast. They control the temperature, and then they rack the wine, and it undergoes malolactic fermentation, which is, as we talked about, helps to tamp down some of the acidity. And then they age the wine for 9 months in stainless steel. Then they bottle it and let it age in the bottle for 3 more months before they release it. And this wine is said to be chillable.
Nice.
So I put it in the fridge. I just put it in the fridge. It's going to get a little chill on it, but it could be a killer summer wine. So we're going to find that out.
Okay.
The second wine we're going to drink is the 2021 Di Majo Norante Terre degli Osci Sangiovese. Now, what's interesting is the name. I think we've done a wine with a J in it from Italy before, but there's technically no J in the Italian alphabet. But this name is Di Majo with a J. It would normally be Maggio.
Right, that's exactly how I spelled it.
Yeah, but it's actually Majo, which is very odd.
Is it like a trendy thing, you think? I'm going to throw a J in so the Americans know how to say it?
My guess is it's somebody who moved from like Spain. And, and it was a family name. And they just put a D in front of it. Di Majo. So that it sounded
Weird.
Italian.
My good. No, but you would think they would research that a little more. But yeah, again, they're probably just trying to make it their own.
Look, I don't know. I don't know.
Call them up.
I will, right after the show. Okay, this one does have a couple of professional ratings, including a 90 from Wine Enthusiast and an 88 from Vinius. This wine is from tiny little Molise and is 100% Sangiovese as well, and it is also an IGT.
Okay.
The winery says the wine was hand-harvested, fermented in stainless steel for 10 days, then undergoes punch-down maceration, which either sounds super dirty or super sexy, depending on your kink.
Punch-down
maceration. Yeah, that could be really fun or really terrible. Okay, anyway, for 10 to 15 days it does that, and then undergoes, that's a lot, and then undergoes malolactic fermentation. It's aged in both stainless steel and very large oak barrels called tonneau, which are these big 500-liter oak barrels for 6 months. And they don't say if it's a 50-50 split between the stainless steel and the oak, but I'm going to assume that it is. But the tonneau are so big that they bring oxygen to the wine, but they're really not going to impart a lot of oak or any oak really at all.
Interesting.
Just to get, I'm hitting things.
You're getting a little excited over there.
I'm so fired up. And then these wines are also bottled and allowed to age in the bottle for 3 months before being released. And now, I will just say this, the wine is imported by Winebow importers, and we've said this before, but sometimes you can tell if you're going to like a wine if you like other wines from the same importer. So that's something to know. This winery is also organic, sustainable, and they practice biodynamic agricultural practices. The winery says they only use natural fertilizers, that's poo-poo, non-invasive insect repellents. They leave grass and flowers to bloom and aim for balanced soil. They also say they keep the yields low and hand prune and hand harvest.
Jeez.
They also are starting to use renewable energy with a goal to be completely energy self-sufficient in the future. But this is the best part, Carmela. This is a quote from the website. We take care of our vineyards with the maximum attention and professionalism, but also with love.
Oh my God.
I mean, what else? Come on.
Made with love.
Grown and made with love.
Holy cow. I mean, they get the gold star.
They do.
These people. They have not missed a beat.
Nope, not at all. But that's enough information, Carmela. I think it's time to start drinking. So if you have a Sangiovese, but not from Tuscany, a red wine from Italy that's not from Tuscany, or any wine, we don't care if it's from Tuscany or not, drink along with us and see if you agree with our tasting notes, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to try our first wine. This is the Cantina Roccafiore Melograno. It's from Umbria, Italy. It's a 2022 vintage. It was $20.99 at Esquin, 12.5% alcohol, 100% Sangiovese, and no professional ratings or Vivino. But the bottle is kind of cute, don't you think?
It is
It's kinda
cute. Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah. And okay, so before we smell it, let's talk about the color.
It's light.
Yeah, I think it's really pretty.
Yeah,
When
I do too.
When I poured it, it was like shimmering like a ruby.
Yeah, I mean, it looks almost, I don't know quite to say it, kind of elegant.
Yes, I agree. I think it's a really pretty color.
Yeah.
When the light shines into it, it's like, again, like a
Right,
jewel.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's striking me a little different
Don't you think
than
it's pretty?
other red wines, but it's very pretty.
I
yeah.
agree. I agree. Okay, let's smell it. It's got a nice bouquet.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of, though, I mean, like,
Uh-oh.
no, I think it's a little earthy. It's not like it's a huge, like, fruity for me anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's very fruity. It's kind of cherry. It's kind of strawberry. It's kind of starburst fruit.
I'm
chew.
getting all of that, but I am getting a little bit of earth on it, or herb.
I am too.
Herb.
Herb. What kind of herbs?
Like herbs. No, I'm getting like,
Oregano? No.
maybe even like a
dried
little
basil?
mint.
Okay, I like that. I like mint.
There's a little bit of mint on it, but maybe a little bit of like, I don't know. I mean, part of it is almost like a little bit of grass.
Okay.
Really?
I like
it's,
that.
I mean, I am getting some mint, grass, earth. I don't know. But I'm getting fruit too.
I'm
cherry.
I'm getting cherry licorice. I'm getting that like red
You're getting
cherry
some real sweetness
licorice.
on it,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I am. And a little bit of sour cherry balls.
Oh, wow.
But it's and strawberry starburst, I think.
A lot of sweetness on it for
Yeah,
you.
for me, I don't know. Well, let's taste it and see what we think.
Okay.
So we did chill it a little bit. This is really reminding me of like a Beaujolais or Burgundy. Mm-hmm. Like an Oregon Pinot, like it's super cherry and bright.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting cherry on it. Like
It's
a
bright, too.
Yeah. It's not exactly like it almost is not young, but it's like fresh. There's a little
fresh.
freshness on it.
Super fresh.
Yeah. I like it.
And I think you can taste the semi-carbonic maceration.
Oh, absolutely.
No, but because it is reminding me of a Gamay or a Beaujolais.
Yeah.
It's really, okay, remember we were in San Francisco a couple of weeks ago, and our daughter and her boyfriend, whose last name is Rocca,
It is.
Roccafiore.
It's not Roccafiore.
No, but it's just a
Rocca.
weird thing because Carmela's dad's name is Fiore.
And
Anyway,
my brother and my niece.
and your grandfather.
My
and
great-grandfather.
Yeah. Anyway, long story. But we went out to a wine bar, and I had a chilled Gamay that everybody liked.
Right, it was
and
good.
Kind of reminded me of
But
this.
I don't think this is very chilled.
It's not. I put it in for like 10
I think
minutes.
it could even be more chilled.
Totally. I think this would be a killer.
For
Summer wine.
I agree. Everything about it. It's light
Mm-hmm.
and bright, and it's fruity tasting. Like
Yes.
it definitely has more fruit on it than. I wasn't getting as much on the nose.
Don't you taste it now?
Yeah,
though?
I am tasting
Cherry
it now.
sour balls.
But I don't know if I'm getting this cherry sour balls.
You're not getting tartness? I'm getting a lot
I am getting
like,
tartness,
almost
but
like
I don't know if I would say that.
Sour Patch. It's almost Sour Patch tasting.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. But no, I like the tartness on this. It's going to be a great food wine.
Well, let's talk about that, Carmela.
Okay.
What food might you pair with this Roccafiore?
Well, I mean, you're talking about summer, and I am thinking about grilled food.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think grilled food would be really nice. I mean, I'm thinking I don't even think you could do chicken with this.
Chicken, I think it'd be great with a cheeseburger.
Oh my God. Yeah.
We have a place, speaking of sour cherry balls, we have a place called Dick's here in Seattle. not related, I'm just being silly.
You want a Dick's burger with this?
Yeah, I want some.
Oh, you wouldn't have like a fancy. I guess you could have something very. This could actually be a pretty casual wine.
Totally,
too. Like
100%.
It's very beautiful and elegant looking in the glass, but it is definitely like outdoors picnic barbecue.
I think if you've got somebody you're trying to impress or a loved one that you need to re-romance.
Or yeah, like a date night.
Like a date
maybe
night.
like second, third date.
Or, you've been married for 30 plus years and you need to bring back the romance.
Whoa!
Not that we do, because it's always there. But anyway, you want to go on a little picnic? You make a little
Right.
sandwich. You bring
think
that
so.
out on. You bring out this wine and you say,
This might seal the deal.
yes, I agree. I really like it.
You can even do a panini with this, like a pressed panini.
Panini, pizza. This is a great pasta, meatballs. Like,
Yeah.
This is a great. I think this is a
Great
really
Italian
nice.
food wine.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, let's rate it. As a reminder, on a rating scale, we rate on a scale of 1 to 10. We don't give half points. 7 and above means we'd buy it. 4 and below means we're going to pour it down the sink. And a 5 or 6 means, hey, we'll drink it. Thank you for serving it. And we'll finish it, but we're not going to buy it. So, Carmela, what rating are you going to give the Cantina Roccafiore Melograno?
I'm definitely giving it an 8. This is my speed.
Yeah. So people remember, like, we like Pinots, we like Gamays, we like lighter red wines.
Those are our favorites.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So this is an 8 for me as well. I think it's a great wine.
Yeah.
The big California cab lover in your life will be like, that's fine.
They'll think
fine.
it's thin or just it's not punching them hard enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not punch down maceration,
Right.
Right. But it's a really nice wine. It's beautiful in the glass. It'd be really fun to drink. It's not super serious. Like, you don't have to get all freaked out about it. It's not super serious.
It's very approachable.
Yes.
So it's good for like the new wine drinker too, I'd say.
I think you're totally right. And to me, it's not as like sharp as a Chianti.
I agree.
I think it lacks that sharpness, which is nice. Okay, we're going to take a break and we're going to try our second wine.
Okay.
Okay, we're back and we're ready to try our second wine. This is the Majo Norante Terre degli Osci Sangiovese. It's from Molise, Italy. It's a 2021 vintage. It was only $14.99.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so really inexpensive from Esquin. 13.5% alcohol, so higher alcohol. 100% Sangiovese. And this is the one that had a 90 from Wine Enthusiast and an 88 from Vivino. It has a really pretty bottle, I think. It's kind of a more elegant, even though it's less expensive, a more elegant bottle than the other one. The other one is very like, it looked like a picnic wine.
Wait, how much alcohol in this guy?
13.5. So
Okay.
the last one was 12.5.
Yeah, definitely.
And the other thing I'll say right off the bat, I noticed this immediately, and so did Carmela. It is so much darker.
Yeah, it looks like a different wine.
It does.
It
doesn't.
It just doesn't even compare.
It's so dark, it doesn't even really look like Sangiovese. Like, it doesn't look like a Chianti.
No.
It's really, it's purpley.
Yeah.
It's purple. It's
pretty, but it's dark.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
It's way darker than I would have expected. It almost is Merlot looking.
Yeah. And I know we're going to talk about the smell, but I think it's very different smelling. It's much more intense.
Well, let's go, because this is the one it had some oak, and it's a warmer region. So, oh yeah, different smell. I think I'm getting more like dark cherry on it and some plum.
Yeah, and maybe even dried plums or something stewed in this. I'm just thinking that like you see a raisin almost, like something that's almost kind of
Yes.
sugared.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
You know?
Like in Raisin Bran, post Raisin Bran, where they put the sugar on the raisins for whatever reason.
I know. I don't know why they do that, but they're so good.
So good. Come on.
Raisin Bran is so
Raisin Bran is
good.
like, it's one of the great cereals. I mean, I know some
kind of
people don't like raisins.
overlooked.
Some people don't like raisins. That's
Yeah,
why, you know, but like if you like raisins and if you like an oatmeal raisin cookie, like Raisin Bran is your go-to.
It's one of those things that I think when I was young, I could eat bowl after bowl after bowl. And I didn't know.
Especially when it had the sugar on the raisins.
What I mean. And like, I don't think, and then you can get.
But you felt like it was good for you.
I thought it was like, because we had really good
fruit,
cereal. I mean, we had
bran.
No, and we had cereal, like my mom only bought Cheerios and Rice Krispies. So we didn't have Rice Krispies. Yeah, Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
So we didn't have sugar cereal.
Oh, we did.
My mom bought that and I thought this must be healthy. And I don't think it was. It was, but anyway.
I think it had the connotation of being healthy.
Couldn't you get like double Raisin Bran too? Wasn't there
Hell
something?
yeah.
No, there was something like.
And there was Raisin Bran Crunch, which was like
that's
so
what I'm
good
because it has the pieces
God.
of granola in it.
Yeah, I can feel my blood sugar just like rising as we speak.
Anyway, I guess raisins is what I'm getting at with this.
It does have a little raisin.
Maybe it's Raisin Bran.
Almost a little. Now you're making me think like a little fig on it. On the swirl, It's got a little bit of leather, I have to say.
Yeah.
And dirt, like dirt on the swirl. Clay.
Okay. Yeah, let me see. When I first swirled it, and this was right out of the bottle, that's why I asked what the alcohol was, because it almost had a little bit of, kind of nail polish.
Ooh, I kind of like that, actually.
Yeah.
There is a little astringency on it.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's something like fig is a good one. I think fig or stewed cherries or plums, raisins.
Yeah. It's a much bigger, deeper, it's dark like dark red
Maybe
fruits.
a little smoke on it too.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's try it and see what we think. Okay. Yeah, what I really like about this wine is it's so different than the last one.
Totally different.
It's richer, it's rounder. It's still got a little bit of tartness on it, I would say.
That's what I like again.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
It's that acid that will go really well with food, but it's a rounder, deeper wine.
Yeah, it's a little more sophisticated.
It's got more going on. Like I'm tasting wood. I am tasting wood. I'm tasting a little bit of leather, but I'm also getting like dark cherry, maybe a little bit of like licorice, like dark licorice.
Yes, like a dark liquor or
like anise.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very different. But it's funny, sometimes these really rich wines feel, this is a sipper too. Like you're just going to sip this and enjoy it with food.
It is, but like it has pretty grippy tannins too. Like the tannin on it is like tea.
Yes, it is.
I'm getting that. And do you taste any tea? Like I might even taste a little tea on it.
Maybe a little bergamot.
Yeah, like a little black tea, like an English breakfast.
I like English breakfast too.
I know, but don't you feel like you could taste a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
It's this is exactly what I wanted to experience. Not maceration, but just different styles of Sangiovese. They couldn't. You can tell, I guess, at a really high level, it's the same grape, maybe. But if you tasted them side by side, I don't think you'd say, "Oh, that must be the same grape."
No,
that's super fun.
Yeah, that's what I feel like these are very different.
Yeah, it's super. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen.
It's a great wine.
I did it.
What are you going to eat with this, honey?
This is more of a steak wine.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe more fall foods.
Roast.
Yeah, roast. Like grilled. A nice grilled steak.
You know what would be good too?
Tell me.
The lamsicles.
So with those little lamb chops, you fire them up on the grill for about 3 minutes.
From Costco. Or we get them from Costco.
Yeah, that would be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything barbecued food, like actual barbecue, like barbecued ribs would be really nice.
Ribs would be really good with this. Yeah. It's definitely a meat wine. Meat, potatoes. You could do like a bolognese, like a rich...
Totally.
Sauce like that.
Totally. Good, like a meaty pizza wine. Really good. This would be good with lasagna. This would be good with eggplant parmigiana. I think a heavy red sauce would be really nice.
I do too.
So it's a good wine. So, what is going to be your rating on this?
This is kind of tough.
Yeah. They're so different, these wines. It's not tough. The rating.
I just think I'm going to give it an 8.
I think
I like them both equally but differently, like we say about our children.
Yes, or each other.
Wait, there's only one of us, though.
I don't know. I came home today and she was like, "Who is it?" I'm like, "Who are you expecting?"
Well, I was expecting somebody, not in the house.
I know, that was what kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Our camera went off and I was like, "Oh dear, somebody's at the door."
Oh dear, and we got these wasps coming in our room. It's very weird.
It's a whole thing, guys.
Anyway, I'm giving it an 8 as well.
Okay.
But I'm totally with you. It's like 8. Same rating, totally different wine.
Right, for different reasons.
Now, which one of these are you finishing tonight?
That's super tough. I feel like tonight, I'm always feeling like something.
Feel it.
I feel
Feel
like,
yourself. Don't
I
touch
feel like,
yourself, but feel yourself.
whoa,
You
what
can
is
do that if you
up?
want. It's okay.
Okay, enough.
All right,
buddy.
sorry. Yeah.
Now I will call you buddy.
Okay, sorry.
Anywho.
I'm just being open-minded. Okay, go ahead.
You're
Go
just
ahead.
going on these,
Weird tangents.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway, tonight, given that it's like an 80-degree day, and
Yes, I'm with you.
I'm going to go
totally
with the
you.
first one.
I'm totally with you.
But I love them both.
And if your dad was coming over, I would not serve the first wine. I would serve this
The
wine.
second one,
And I
yeah.
think he'd be like, wow, this is good.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
you might
so,
have
too.
maybe this week. I mean, yeah, maybe this weekend.
Yeah,
We're
it'll
at
be the
weekend,
Father's
but-
Day wine.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, let's talk about whether or not we nailed the taste profiles expected from Sangiovese. It can be acidic and tannic. The hallmark flavor is cherry, but the flavor can vary from red cherry to sour cherry to dark cherry. Gosh, we got all of those, I feel like. Strawberry, red plum, raspberry, cranberry, sometimes tomato. Tomato's good.
You know what?
You wanted to say tomato.
Well, at one point I was thinking that the first one had a little vegetable on it, but then I kind of was like, maybe
backed off.
Well, I kept thinking maybe it's more earth. I was anyway. Okay.
Okay. Flowers like violet, iris, and rose, tea leaf, anise, oregano, leather, and potpourri. So we got a lot of those.
Yeah.
The Cantina Roccafiore, the winery says aromas of small red fruits of the forest. Totally agree. Ripe plum notes, followed by herbs and grassy notes. You said grass.
I did.
You totally said grass. A pleasant taste, good savory, and soft tannins. It did have soft tannins. Easy drinking wine. Totally agree. Chillable in the hot season. Totally agree. Esquin said tons of ripe plums, small red fruits, tobacco, licorice. I got a lot of licorice. A classic Central Italian musk met with clean elegance. Palate is ample but delicate. In structure, fine tannins. I agree. An excellent expression of grape variety and territory. I agree. It's kind of cool how different it is.
Got it.
The Di Maggio, the winery says bright red color. It wasn't bright red at all. It was like a
Dark
deep red.
red, yeah.
Cherry aroma, agree. Nuances of Mediterranean shrubs and leather. Was getting some of
Mediterranean
that.
shrubs. Okay.
Yeah, but leather we got. On the palate, the wine is dry and mellow with smooth tannins. I think they're grippy tannins, make for a crowd-pleasing, easy-to-drink red wine. I do think it's easy to drink. It was nice.
Yes.
Wine enthusiast said warm and welcoming on the nose. I agree. With Bing cherry, vanilla bean, and mission fig.
Okay. Fig is a good one.
I don't know what a mission fig is,
But
what's
fig. You said fig.
Yep, the palate is juicy and rich with mixed berries and then flinty and peppery. Pepper, we didn't. With topsoil and crushed rocks.
Interesting.
Yeah. Tannins are relaxed and approachable. I felt like it was
I like a relaxed tannin.
I know, but I didn't feel like it was really relaxed. Okay, Carmela, what is your verdict on Sangiovese that's not from Tuscany?
I'm loving it. I'm down to try more. And I like these bottles right here. What do you think?
I'm totally with you. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen. It's like you taste a grape and you associate it with a specific wine and you have a specific expectation. I feel the same way about Cabernet Sauvignon. I generally don't love it, but a lot of it has to do with it's the California style that I don't love.
Right.
But if you have it from other places, it's a totally different wine. And so Sangiovese, I feel the same way. It's a fabulous Italian wine. It's one of the most famous grapes and wines in the world, but most people associate it just with Chianti,
Right.
and that can be misleading.
Yeah.
So I love
Trying
it.
to open minds here.
Exactly.
Like it.
Yeah. Okay, now it's time to head over to our news desk so that we can cover our Wine in the News this week segment. Wine in the News this week. This week, our Wine in the News comes to us from the University of York in York, England, and we don't have an author, but the title is Ancient DNA from Tuscan Wells Reveals Origins of Modern Wine. And what I liked about this article, Carmela, is that it has a nice tie-in with the episode today.
Right.
Come on.
You just happened upon this?
I happened upon
Or did
it.
you search?
I did not search. I happened upon it.
Amazing.
It just came out.
Okay.
Evidently, researchers just sequenced 2,000-year-old grape seeds pulled from ancient wells in Tuscany. And what they found is that Chianti, the most famous red wine in the region, as we have been speaking about, was a white wine in the region for most of its ancient history.
Wow, mind blown.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But it's a little bit similar again to last week where Pinot Noir and Pinot Gris are genetically twins, but one is just a lighter version.
Fraternal twins.
You keep saying that.
I know.
But I don't know. Now, the site they were doing their research in is a place called Settimura del Chianti, right in the heart of Chianti country. And apparently ancient residents had a habit of tossing their grape seeds into deep wells. And because there's no oxygen in the deep mud in a well, the seeds were preserved for 2,000 years. And a researcher named Dr. Oya Inanli, working on her PhD at the University of York, extracted DNA from 80 of those seeds and sequenced them. She had nothing better to do, I guess.
I guess not.
The DNA showed that from around 300 BCE to 300 CE, covering both the Etruscan and Roman periods, a single dominant grape variety ruled the entire region, and it produced white berries, which is really interesting since the region is known today for being overwhelmingly a red wine region.
Weird.
Yeah, after the Roman conquest, new grape varieties started appearing at the site, which researchers believe reflects expanding trade networks and possibly imperial agricultural standardization. But before that, for centuries, white wine was the story of this corner of Tuscany.
Amazing.
And one more thing, one of those 2,000-year-old seeds is genetically linked to the world's oldest living grapevine. This is totally random. A vine that is 400 years old and is still producing grapes in Maribor, Slovenia.
Wait, I don't get that.
I don't know either, but it's pretty cool that you can trace history all the way back there and see how like people, plants, and animals and all living creatures are basically immigrants, Carmela.
Amazing.
We're all immigrants.
So true.
Come on.
I love that. Of course we are.
Yes. And at some point, everything on the earth was living somewhere else. Makes you think. Anyway, Carmela, what do you think about the fact that the oldest traceable wine in Tuscany, which is evidently very popular, was a white wine?
I'm still so surprised. Do you think people would challenge you on that?
Probably. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's kind of amazing. Yeah. It's just amazing how things change and evolution.
And what you don't know.
What you don't know can't hurt you.
Right, when you to stay, like, ignorance is bliss,
That's right. That's right.
No, but really, were you surprised?
That's why I'm so happy all the time. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, very surprised. Okay, Carmela, we have some fun listener shout-outs for the weekend. We appreciate it when you reach out to us and tell us what you think or what you're drinking. So here are some of the shout-outs. Hassini. Wow. She went to Sicily. And she stayed at the White Lotus Hotel.
Amazing.
Which was the best part. She sent us pictures, and I was like, hey, I recognize that. It was one of those heads from White Lotus.
So crazy.
It was so awesome. She was like, yeah, we just happened to stay in. And she sent pictures of like her husband at the hotel. It was awesome. And in Sicily, she tried all these different wines that we had talked about, but she really loved the Rosato, which we didn't do, which is the Rosé. Paul from Wisconsin reached out, and he talked to us about Ledge Blanc. Ledge Blanc is a high-quality white wine and collaborative consortium created by a group of wineries in the Wisconsin Ledge American Viticultural Area. I just had to say that because I didn't know what it was. But Paul has been a chef for many years, and he loves these wines, and he wanted us to know about them, and he talked about wines that he likes, like Mixed Media, Door 44, American Wine Project, and Wallersheim. So thanks, Paul, for that.
Very
that
cool.
was awesome. Ryan, we already said he gave us some tribe names.
Love it.
Yep. Janine went to Loudoun County, Virginia for a bike event with her husband, but really kind of feels like it was a wine tasting event.
Love that.
And she really liked the Walsh family wine, and she liked the two white wines and the rosé, which she said were the standouts of the tasting. And then Ashley reached out to us. She is relatively new to the podcast. She listens during her commute and when she's walking her dogs at a shelter.
Oh,
she volunteers at a shelter.
That's very
Isn't
cool.
that awesome? And the pups, she says, are big fans, too, of the podcast.
What kind of pups are they?
I don't know. I hope they're Yorkies. Anyway, she gave us some thoughts on Bogle Petite Syrah and thought that it tastes great with blue cheese and manchego. And I told her Bogle, for being one of the least expensive wines, is actually pretty good most of the time, kind of like Chateau Saint Michel.
Nice.
Anyway, wines coming up in future episodes if you want to drink along with us. We're going to do Moscato, including the Costco Kirkland 2025. And by the way, if you want to see these specific wines, go to our show notes and we have links. We're doing Kirkland Bordeaux, including the 2023 San Julien and the 2023 Pauliac, Verdejo, Gigondas, Vermentino, and the Kirkland Chateauneuf de Pop, and we're going to compare it to another Chateauneuf de Pop. So this will be really fun. Yeah, so go to our website, look for this episode, and you can see the wines, and you can even see the exact wines, the vintage, everything, and we would love it if you drink along with us and let us know.
Right.
But with that, we're going to go. So thank you for listening to us and supporting our show, and remember, we buy all of our own wine, and we do all of the writing and recording and editing to bring you a show every week, and because we love doing it. And our small little ask ask and favor for you is that you please follow or subscribe to our podcast. And also please leave us a nice 5-star rating and review to help us grow listeners. Again, we won't mind it. And a huge thank you to all of you who have done that already. It means a ton to us. You can also follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky and TikTok at The Wine Pair Podcast. You can contact us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. Sign up for our email newsletter there. You can also visit our shop wine section where you can find links to buy the wines that we rate as buys in each episode.
Cool.
And that's a great way to support the show, by the way. And we want to make content that you care about and you like, so send us a note or DM us and give us some feedback. Let us know if there's wines you want us to try or winemaking areas of the world that you're curious about, and we will take care of it if we can. And you can reach us at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com. But with that, we're going to sign off. So thank you once again. We'll see you next time. And as we like to say, life is short, so stop drinking shitty wine. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.